yesterday what we have completed till now? We have completed our lesson number 1, module 1. Lesson number 2, module 2. Yes, children? I hope you are all learning the lesson number 1, 2 question answers. Yes, children? And the workbook, grammar part, vocabulary, formal and creative writing. Okay, what is your work now? Read and learn and write the STs, children. Learn and write lesson number 1, module 1. Lesson number 2, module 2. Full lesson, I want your ST. Daily one lesson or daily one lesson question answers, one lesson grammar part, one lesson meanings, one lesson vocabulary part. Like this you complete your STs. Okay, children? Everyone should write the STs. Okay, now we are going to the third lesson. What is the lesson number 3? The tail of a trunk. You know the tail, children? And trunk, you know the trunk, children? I think everyone knows about the trunk because the elephant will have the trunk. Yes, the tail of the trunk. Tail means what? What is the story of the trunk? Yes, tail means you can tell as a story also. What is the story of the trunk? We are going to see now. Okay, now first we will learn listen and say aloud words. In this, one syllable words are there, two syllable words are there. What are the one syllable words? See here. Eat, spent, long, love. You should listen and say it aloud, children. Eat, long, spent, love. And two syllable words. Visit, forest, sometimes, wonder. See here, visit. Two syllables. Forest, sometimes, wonder. These are the two syllable words and one syllable words. You should write in your class of book, children. Once again I am repeating. Eat, spent, long, love. Visit, sometimes, forest, wonder. See, eat, eat. Spent, long, love, love. Visit, forest, sometimes, wonder. Now we are going, I will ask you some questions still. We are going into the lesson now. Before going into the lesson, I will ask you some questions. Okay. What are the questions? First you tell the answers properly. Do you know anybody who asks a lot of questions? Who is it? I know one boy or girl. In our class only so many questions one fellow will ask. Yes? Same. You know anyone like that? Your friends, your sister? Some sisters will ask so many questions every time. Take example, my daughter only. She will ask everything. What is this? What is that? What is why this? Why that? Everything she will ask. The lot of questions. When they are asking, how you will feel? Yes, irritation you will get. Yes, children. Can you think of a question that you have always wondered about? Have you tried to find the answer? Tell me, any one question you have in your mind, you wanted to find it out. And you tried to find the answer that? Any time you have done that? Yeah? I think everyone will have one question that what it is, why. I thought some children will think why these studies are there, why these books, why these STs. Yes, like that some people will thinking. Yes, children? Yes. Why it is and every time you have thought or not. Yes, children? Let us now read a story about how elephants got their trunks. What it is? Trunks. Yes, children? Let us now read a story about how elephants get their trunks. Okay, open page number 14. Page number 14. Okay, children? Open your page number 14, children. See the reading text. Once, read after me. Long ago, there was a time when elephants had no trunks. Their noses were no bigger than boots. But a young elephant named Stampy changed all that. See, long ago, in the olden days, there was a time when elephants had no trunks. They were not having the trunks. Trunks means, you know, no, children? The elephant's nose, big nose. Yes. Their noses were no bigger than boots. Their noses were no bigger than the boots. They are very small, like a little bit small they are having. But a young elephant named Stampy changed all that. But a young elephant named Stampy has changed all that. Okay, children. Now see, he always asked a lot of questions. He asked Aunt Ostrich why her tail feathers grew just so. Aunt Ostrich hit him with her hard claw. He always, what the Stampy, like you people only will be asking your mother and father every time seeing that anything you will see means you will be asking the questions. Wow, what is this? What is that? Why? Yes, children. Like that here, the Stampy also every time he wanted to ask every question. He wanted to ask a lot of questions he was asking. Once what he did, he was always asking the questions. No, he asked ostrich. He said, Aunt Ostrich, why her tail feathers grew just so? Why ostrich tail will be there little only, no? The feathers will be small only, no? When the ostrich is there, the feather will be like this only. Yes, small feather it will be there. Then even Stampy went and asked, why your tail feather is not growing big? It is less just. So why? Then ostrich it got angry and he what she did? Her hard had claw. Claw means children, the sharp curved part of the toe of animal means birds. See the picture. You can see the picture there. Yes, that with that he hit him. She hit him. Then he asked the tall Uncle Giraffe what made his skin spotty. Uncle Giraffe spanked him with his hard hoof. See here, children, he asked the tall Uncle Giraffe what he asked, why your skin is spotty. Then Uncle Giraffe, what he did, he spanked him. Spanked means, see children, slapped. Spanked means like giving a slap. Open hand and giving a slap. And with a hard hoof. Hard hoof. Hoof means what? The hard covering on the foot of an animal. See, you can see in the picture, the hard. Yes, children. With that, he gave one spank. Means he has hit. Still, he was full of curiosity. He asked questions about everything that he saw, heard, felt, smelled, and touched. But also, he took the hits from the ostrich and Uncle Giraffe also. He was not stopped. He was very curious. Curiosity. What is curiosity, children? The desire to know or learn about something. We will be having every person should have the curiosity to learn the new things, to know the new things. Like this fellow Stampy also asked everything that he saw. He will feel means he will ask the question. He will smell means why this smell is there, why it is like that, what it is, he will be asking. Whatever he will say, why that is like this, why it is like this, what it is, he will be asking the questions like that. Understood? One fine morning, Stampy asked a new question. He asked, what does a crocodile have for dinner? One day what he did, he asked a question. What does a crocodile have for dinner? Then ush, said all the animals' scared voice. Ush means what? See, a command to be silent. Ush. Then when you will do something nonsense things in your class thing, when the teacher come, when you know the teacher is coming, then you will be very silent. No, you will be telling all the children, shh, sir is coming. Pavan sir is coming. Shh. Yes, ma'am is coming. Shh. You will be telling like that, no? Same here. Shh. All the animals, the scared voice, they are feared. And they said, shh, don't talk about the crocodile here. Then, but he would not shh. He met a bird. She told him where he could find an answer. Go to Limpopo River, she said. So off he went. See what happened? But he was not silent. He met a bird and she told him where he could find the answer. Then she said that go to the Limpopo River and you can find the answer. Then what he did? He went off. After a week of walking, Stampy reached the edge of the river. He stepped on what he thought was a log of wood. It winked one eye. Excuse me, but have you seen a crocodile in these parts? He asked politely. After a week of walking, he walked a week. Then he reached the edge of the river. Which river, children? Limpopo River. And he stepped on the one log. He thought that it was a log of wood. No, log of wood. In the water they will be putting here. Like this it will be there. But it is made of wood. He stepped on that and he thought it is a log of wood. But suddenly it winked one eye like this, one eye it winked. Excuse me, he asked, excuse me, have you seen a crocodile in these areas? Asked very politely, he asked. The creature winked the other eye and half lifted his tail out of the mud. Stampy stepped back because he did not wish to spank it again. What did the creature? He stepped on the leg, no? He got that creature. What it did? It winked the other eye and half lifted his tail. He lifted a half tail. Then Stampy went back. Because again, everyone anything he's asking when everyone is spanking. Yes, he felt I don't want to take another spank. So what he did, he went little bit back. Come nearer, little one, said the crocodile. On which he stepped, it was a crocodile. Then what he did, he said, come nearer, little one, I will, said the crocodile. For I am Mr. Crocodile. And it said, I am Mr. Crocodile. Stampy grew excited. He was very excited and kneeled down. He was kneeled down. I have been looking for you all these days. He said, will you please tell me what you have for dinner? Then Stampy, what he did? He very excited and he kneeled down near the crocodile and he asked, I'm searching for you from so many days. Then you can tell me what you'll have for dinner? He asked. Come nearer, little one, I will whisper, said Mr. Crocodile. What he did, his crocodile said that, come near, I will whisper. Whisper means what? I will tell you slowly in the ears. You come nearer, said the crocodile. Stampy put his head close to the crocodile's mouth. Mr. Crocodile caught him by his little nose. Stampy knew he was in big trouble. He sat back and he pulled and pulled. Stampy, what he did, he went nearer, close to the crocodile's mouth. He kept his head, and Mr. Crocodile, what it did, it hold his little nose. It holded his little nose. Then Stampy realized that I was in trouble. I'm in a big trouble. So I should. What he did? He sat back and was pulling his nose back from the crocodile's mouth. They both pulled and pulled. Stampy's nose kept stretching and stretching. See what happened? They were both pulling like this. One side Stampy, one side crocodile. One side Stampy, one side crocodile. What happened? The nose was going stretching, stretching, stretching. At last, the crocodile let go of Stampy. At last, what happened? The crocodile let him to go. He said that it can be go. But see, boofed. It felt buffed. Something we will be holding and we are relaxed means what will finished. We'll tell no like that. No, here, buffed. Fell Stampy right on his back, big broad back. He looked at his nose. He could not see where it ended. It was long. So long that he could swish it around. What happened? Oh, right on his broad back, he looked at his nose. But he can't see where it ended. It was very long. So long that he could switch it around. Swish it meant what, children? To move with soft or brushing movement. Means what? It can be moving round. It can move it round. It was switching. Switching means you can know. Yes, children? It will be moving like a brush. How you will keep sweeping sound. How you will sweep floor. How it will be rotating the cloth. Like that, the nose was rotating. He wrapped his nose in cool banana leaves and waited for it to shrink. What he did, he came back and he was walking. He kept his nose in the banana leaves. He was wrapped like a chocolate wrapper. How you will be? How you will wrap the chocolate wrapper will be like this. He wrapped with the banana leaves. But also he didn't shrink. He was waiting to shrink, but it didn't sink. He waited and waited, but nothing happened. He would still swish it all round. He waited and waited, but nothing happened. Still, he can swish it round. So Stampy went home, switching his trunk. Whenever he wanted a fruit to eat, he could pull it down from a tree. He did not need to wait anymore. So Stampy, what he did, it will not sink. So I will go home first. And he went home swishing. Wherever he wanted to eat fruit, he just pick it and he ate. He don't want to wait till it falls down. Yes, one evening he came back to his dear family and said, how do you do? One evening what happened? He came to his dear family and he said, how do you do? How are you? He was asking. They looked at him and asked, what have you done to see? What have you done to your nose? One day what happened? They asked, what have done for your nose? They looked at him and asked, what have you done to your nose? I got a new one from the crocodile on the banks of the Limpopo River, said Stampy. Stampy said that I got a new nose from the crocodile on the banks of the Limpopo River. I asked him what he had for dinner and he gave me this to keep. Stampy said that I went and asked what you will have for dinner to the crocodile. Then the crocodile gave me this. I kept this and he came. And so it remains to this day long. By how that elephant's trunk became long, understood children? By the crocodile and the Stampy were each stretching, pulling each other, it became stretched. It stretched, and it became long. It became long. Understood children? See here. Everyone listen once I will tell the story. See here. Here one Stampy was there. An elephant. It was asking the questions. Every time he was asking the question, that question, this question, whatever he will see, ask the question. One day what he did, he went and asked the ostrich, why your tail feather is red only, why it is not going. Then what it did, ostrich, with the hard claw, it gave one slap. And next he went to the uncle giraffe and he asked, why your skin is spotty. Then Uncle Giraffe also what he did, he spanked him. But he was very curious and he was asking every time every question. Every wanted to know the question. Everything he will ask. He will see means he will ask. He will feel. He will smell. He will touch. Everything he will be asking the question. And one morning, what he thought, he got another question to ask. What the crocodile will have for dinner. And he went to a bird and he asked what the crocodile will have for a dinner. Then the bird said, when you will go near the Limpopo river, you can get the answer. Then he walked through the Limpopo river, to the Limpopo river. 1 week he walked. Yes, children. After walking, he reached the Limpopo river. Yes, and he stepped on one log. He thought it is a log of wood. But suddenly, I winked. Suddenly, I winked. And he asked, what he asked after winking the eye, you have seen the crocodile here? I am searching for a crocodile. Then the creature, what it did, it lifted his half tail out and winked the other eye. Then the Stampy, he was feared and he stepped back. And he asked, have you seen a crocodile here nearby? I am searching for the crocodile for so many days. From these days I am searching. Then the crocodile said, come closer, I will whisper in your, I will tell you, I am the Mr. Crocodile. Then he came, I am the Mr. Crocodile, he said. Then, what I want to ask you one question, he said. And he asked, what you will have for dinner? Then the crocodile said, come nearer, I will whisper in your ears. Then what he did, the Stampy went near, bent his head to the crocodile's mouth, and what happened? Suddenly the crocodile, what it did? It catched his nose. It catched his nose, grabbed his nose. Then what happened? Then Stampy thought, I'm in big trouble. So Stampy went back, sat it, and it was pulling his nose. And from one side, crocodile is pulling, one side, who is pulling? Stampy is pulling. Then what happened? They both are pulling each side and the nose becomes stretching. The nose was stretching and stretching. Yes, children? Then the nose became long. Then crocodile left. Let it be. He left the Stampy. Then Stampy saw his nose. It was very long. It was swishing. Yes. And what he did, the Stampy, he wrapped the nose in the banana leaf. He thought that he will sink. It will be sinking. And he waited, but nothing happened. Then he went, swishing around, he went home. While going home, whatever he needs, fruits and vegetables, whatever he want to eat, and ate. It was not needed to wait till it will fall down. The fruits will fall down and we should eat. It just picked with the nose and it ate. And one day what happened, at the evening time he went home and he said, all the family member he met and he said that, well, how do you do? Then all the family members asked, what you have done for your nose? Then he said that I went near the crocodile, near the crocodile in the Limpopo river, and I asked the question, what you will have for dinner? Then the crocodile gave this to me to keep. Then from that time onwards, the elephant's nose became long. The elephant's nose became long. Trunk became long. From that day onwards, the elephant's noses are very long. Understood, children? We will ask now questions. I will ask you. What would Stampy always do? Yes, always Stampy will ask the questions. Why did Stampy go to the Limpopo River? Anyone? Yes, why it went? It went to ask the question to the crocodile. What it will have for dinner. What did Stampy wrap his nose in? In the cool banana leaves. Who gave Stampy his new nose? crocodile gave his new nose. Understood, children? Now tomorrow we will read the lesson. Okay. Till that time you complete your listen and say aloud words in the class work, new words and meanings in your class book. Okay, children? We will read the lesson tomorrow. Okay. Understood, everyone? Yes? Yes, we will do. Okay, children. Thank you then. Thank you, everyone.